All right, so it's late October, sorry, excuse me, late August '64, and not really too much is happening in Virginia and Maryland. Basically, the forces are about even, which pretty much means neither of us can do a whole lot at this point. I'd love to take Norfolk, but I actually don't really have the forces up here to safely move into Suffolk and then to take it. So, um, what's basically going to happen this turn is we're going to attempt to assault Nashville and go ahead and take it, and basically go ahead and get control of central Tennessee here. Um, Meanwhile, down here we're going to attempt to fix the railroad here, and we'll go ahead and move Milroy's Corps forward and go ahead and get near Montgomery. Once this is fixed, we will have a couple options. One is we could rail forces through here and then cross through the hills here and threaten that way. That's one option. Another option, of course, is to try to maneuver through the mountains and take Chattanooga. It's going to be pretty difficult to do because our navy isn't actually accessible down here because of the shallow water. So basically, the objective for this turn is to go ahead and take control of central Nashville, and then my general plan is to threaten central Nashville and then sort of flip around and move through Montgomery and work through this way in conjunction with our navy. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and do a full blockade on Little Rock and bring another partial division over from Island 10 who will join Sherman. And we're trying to capture some more towns around here. So, yeah, basically trying to capture the towns and take away their access to supply. We are destroying towns where they're level 1. I have confirmed that when you destroy a town and there's no like special like plantation there, the supply is stopped. So destroying towns does actually reduce the supply, but if there's a plantation or some other extra supply production like that, then it doesn't, like a harbor, for instance. One of the interesting things that could happen this turn is we're going to go ahead and do a full-on assault in Galveston. We have about 2 divisions here, so I think it's going to be enough to take Galveston and hold it reasonably well. We're pretty much using all of the transport capacity here, as you can see. Otherwise, we're just continuing to expand outwards and so forth. We are recruiting volunteers this time with a small sign-up bonus. So next time we will have men to recruit. And we're going ahead and filling out the rest of the replacements, so plus 11 on infantry, and we have already done some recruitment that is pending, as you can see. Okay, let's run the turn and see what happens. Okay, so no huge battles. We had a whole bunch of skirmishes. I'll kind of like highlight without really looking at the screens. That's not super important, but we did take Nashville. We defeated a couple militia units there. We now have basically kind of men all over central Tennessee, and we'll have pretty much control of it by the end of next turn. It looks like General B has moved in here, and Williams first retreated, so they are going to looks like probably try to set up some sort of defensive position there. In addition, they've run in some more forces down here, so looks like there's another division that joined um, Lorraine's force. Out west, we are there's a fleet here that is held, and we are currently besieging Galveston. So don't really see any of their forces nearby either. So interestingly, like yeah, this whole area is kind of opened up for us. So looks like Texas is probably pretty much wide open. Johnston is still here, and this area is actually now completely blockaded, and we have taken these other couple of towns here. So yeah, not a super exciting turn, but we did take Nashville, which is a plus. I think not getting control of here is probably a pretty big loss now that I'm thinking about it. So I'll have to consider what we want to do or how we want to maneuver. May have to think about using the fleet more effectively and dropping large armies off here, for instance, or over here. We were able to destroy the rail network in Chattanooga, but that's really not that big of a deal. We weren't able to destroy it here, though. Okay, I think that is pretty much it. So see you next time.